Hey artists, in this video we're going to talk about how to create our graphite transfer butterfly on tie-dye paper art project. So we're going to use a printed image of a butterfly wing, and we're going to use pencil to shade the back of the paper completely so that way we can use the graphite transfer technique to copy our butterfly wing onto our tie-dyed paper. You might need to sharpen your pencil a few times so that way you can color completely dark and shade the back of the paper. You're going to want to make sure that you shade dark so that way the graphite that transfers onto the tie-dye paper is easy for you to see. You're going to choose your tie-dye paper and you're going to line the butterfly wing up with the edge of the paper. You're going to make a tape hinge. To do that, you're going to use masking tape and tape the masking tape to your sleeve or your pant leg to make it a little bit less sticky. Then you're going to take the tape and you're going to make a hinge by taping just one side of the butterfly wing. So I'm making my tape hinge on the top of the butterfly wing. That way I'm going to use a pen to trace over all of the lines that I see on my butterfly wing. And as I'm tracing, I can open and close the paper hinge to see and reveal what is being transferred underneath. So really take your time to carefully trace the shapes. I like using a pen because if I was using a pencil, I would have to keep sharpening the pencil to keep the point nice and sharp. With a pen, you don't need to keep sharpening the pencil so you can work more efficiently. As you're working, it's really satisfying to open and close the paper hinge to be able to check and see and reveal your work as it's being copied onto the tie-dye paper. This does take a little bit of time, so go carefully and slowly around each one of the shapes. This is why we're using the tape hinge, because this way you can check to see if you've missed any of the shapes. Once you're done with the pen, you're going to use a black Sharpie marker to go over all of the outlines in your drawing one more time. This is going to make them really pop and stand out from the tie-dye background that we've created. When you're using the ultrafine Sharpie marker, you might want to test it out on a scrap of paper first to make sure that the marker is working well. If you can't find a marker that's working well, please let me know so that I can give you a new marker. I like using the ultrafine marker for this because the butterfly wing cells are very close together and we want to be able to get all of those little details to not have them overlapping. If we used the thicker marker, we might have some irregular shapes on our butterfly wing. So really take the time to carefully outline all of the shapes on your butterfly wing. Once you're done with outlining your butterfly wing, you're going to start filling in the black shapes on the picture. You might want to use the reference image to help you identify what you need to color black. For the smaller areas, I like to use the ultrafine, and for the larger areas, I like to use the regular Sharpie marker. So you can be using both of the Sharpie markers for this so that you can get a nice clean looking drawing that's all filled in completely with black. Again, if you can't find a Sharpie marker that is coloring nicely, please let me know so that I can give you a new Sharpie marker. We really want the butterfly's outlines to be nice and dark, so that's why we're using the Sharpie, and we want to have very clean lines. So in the smaller areas, please use the ultrafine, and in the larger areas that you're filling in, use the regular.